from the footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our 2014 NFL Draft Prospect Rankings video. We're taking a look at the center position. We're going to look at my top 10, some small school prospects, as well as some sleepers that you want to keep an eye on. Tyler Lawson out of Utah State was my preseason #1 center prospect, and he finishes the season still ranked #1 on my draft board. He's 6'4", 317 pounds, reminds me a lot of Nick Mangold that plays for the New York Jets. He's technically sound, he plays with good leverage, and his football IQ is off the charts. He's actually stout at the point of attack. Now, he's not overly athletic as you would like a center to be, so you can't get creative in your offensive attack. But when you look at a guy that's very sound, very clean as a prospect, look no further than Tyler Lawson. Travis Swanson out of Arkansas put together a fine career for the Razorbacks. All 4 seasons he excelled, and this is a guy at 6'5", 310 pounds, is an excellent pass protector, has great hand placement and very good movement skills. Now, he's not overly strong in the running game, and that's one aspect of his game that you want to see him improve at the next level, but his overall skill set reminds me a lot of Max Unger that plays for the Seattle Seahawks. Checking in at number 3 is Kerin out of Toledo at 6'5", 308 pounds. I'm a big fan of his game. He's versatile. He has good strength at the point of attack. He has active hands. This is a guy that plays with a lot of passion, but he can get over aggressive at times, and that could cause him to lose balance, and defenders tend to slip his blocks. But when you look at a guy that's versatile, you can move him around the formation. You can pull your center. Kerin is an outstanding prospect and reminds me a lot of Stefan Wisniewski that plays for the Oakland Raiders. There's a lot to like about Weston Richburg out of Colorado State. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. He's a very good athlete, good footwork, and is able to position block very well. Now, he's not a power player. He's more finesse, and he struggles to bend in the running game. That could be an issue, which is why I think he's an ideal zone blocking scheme type center. Reminds me a lot of Chris Myers that plays for the Houston Texans. Next up is James Stone out of Tennessee. He has good quickness and able to reset his hands very well, which is important for an offensive lineman, especially a center, and he keeps his feet moving, so that allows him to get better position in the running game, as well as keep guys mirrored in pass protection. Now, his hands tends to get outside at times, and he catches a lot on stunts and twists, but overall, I like what I see out of Stone. I think he'll be a solid contributor at the next level. Matt Armstrong out of Grand Valley State played for a powerhouse program at the Division II level. He's 6'3", 296 pounds. Reminds me a lot of Will Montgomery that plays for the Washington Redskins. He's a big physical athlete and plays with great balance, and he anchors very well. Now, he has to work hard to keep his hands inside. He has adequate read and recognition skills, and those are the things he's going to have to work on as he makes that tremendous jump from the Division II level to the National Football League level. Bryan Stork out of Florida State was a consensus All-American, had a very good college career. He's a solid read and recognition guy, so you know his football IQ is off the charts, and he wins with technique. Now, he's stout, not strong at the point of attack, so he can be moved off the point. So in order to be a consistent starter at the next level, he's going to have to get stronger in his lower half to be able to anchor well in a running game. Another very productive player over the course of his collegiate career was Gabe Ikard out of Oklahoma. Reminds me a lot of J.C. Tretter that plays for the Green Bay Packers. He extends very well. He has very good movement skills, and he's a great position blocker. Now, he has late hands. He doesn't anchor, so that allows him to get pushed back into the quarterback and could cause a problem as far as creating opportunities in the running game. But overall, solid skill set, late round draft pick, but definitely has potential to play at the next level. Marcus Martin out of USC at 6'3", 310 pounds is an early entry into the draft. He's a junior prospect. He has good pop off the ball and is a very strong player and does play with the passion that you want to see your offensive lineman play with, but he doesn't play with good balance. He has long arms, but he plays like they are short. He has to do a better job of utilizing his hands to get guys off the spot. Reminds me a lot of Samson Sattel that plays for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, here are my final center prospect rankings for the 2014 draft. As you can see, it's a light class this year. Only 9 guys that have graded out, but only 1 grades out as a first-round prospect. And as you can see, the rest of the grades are color-coded. Tyler Lawson, in my opinion, is the cleanest center prospect in this year's draft. And while overall it may be low on numbers, there's still a lot of depth moving forward throughout the rounds. You see guys like Bryan Stork, productive player at Florida State, and Marcus Martin, a junior prospect that still has room to grow. So I think this is a very small class, but still a lot of talent on this list.